What's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are broadcasting live right here on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast. Listen, we got Carolina in the building. Carolina 2 times.
Hey.
Shine, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
Transfer some good energy first and foremost.
Up?
No. That was like, no, you got to hold it there.
Oh, my bad.
Boom.
We in there?
Yeah, we in there. We got to transfer energy.
My fault.
It's all good, man. Listen, I appreciate you being here. The last time we did this, we did a virtual interview, and it was honestly probably one of the best ones I've ever done. I had so much fun. Like, your whole vibe was just lit. You know what I'm saying? You got up and did a dance for us. Me and my business partner try to do the dance, but we don't do it as good as you.
Hey, the walk tutorial's coming. It's coming.
Man, introduce yourself.
What's going on? It's Carolina 2 times Shine, all the way from Morton, North Carolina. I want to say first thankful Miss TampaMystic for having us on here.
Man.
Most Wanted, you already know podcast, man. It's lit down here. We in the A.
Facts, man. Listen, I appreciate you guys being here. You know, like, I've been familiar with the movement for a minute. I see you guys working. I see you shining. No pun intended.
Shout out Big South.
Definitely, man. So listen, you know, I just really want people to understand your journey, because I think that you're bringing something different to this music business. And it's important for people to understand how you got where you at right now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Take us all the way back. Before music, what did you aspire to be?
I thought I was going to do sports, honestly.
Okay. What sport was you playing?
I thought football track was going to be it.
Okay. Oh, you fast like that?
Just fast. That was it. They said he's fast, boy. That's it.
No, I think that's really dope, man, because you know, I'm a big advocate on sports. I had my son playing sports from elementary all the way until he graduated, and it gives you structure, teaches you how to be a team player, teaches you punctuality. It's a lot of different stuff. So how did sports help you?
It really, to me, it kind of helped me understand competition and kind of like matching energy. And you can't really, you got to really put in the work to kind of
facts
get the result you want. And then a team environment, that's what helped me a lot, because I was going through life as all my brothers and sisters that grew up, so they was at the house, so I was just, all right, so it's just me. So now I'm learning how to be around people. Okay, now, so it just helped me a lot. A lot.
I think that's dope, man. It's one of those things as a youngin'. We just had this conversation a few minutes ago. Like, the younger generation is so different than it was, you know, 20 years ago or whatever, 30 years ago, you know, if you my age bracket, but, you know, maybe even 40 years ago if you my age bracket. But, you know, when did music become an interest for you? We ain't even gonna talk about like really when you started doing it seriously, but like, when did it become an interest for you?
Shout out to Bow Wow, Lil Bow Wow at that time.
Okay.
I heard a Lil Bow Wow album, and I was like, if he's this young doing this, I could pull something off.
Nah, for real. Big facts.
So I said, if he's this young doing this, I can do this.
Nah, for real. That's facts, man. Like, that's good that you were inspired by somebody else that was doing something that you had a interest in.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so shout out to Lil Bow Wow or Bow Wow. You know what I'm saying? How did you start doing music?
Started. I was church when I got the first platform of like performing.
I got you.
So
okay.
that was. I grew up with a single parent mother, so at that time she ran the whole household. So you know how that goes. So that was the platform that was available for me. So I took my opportunity. And I was like, all right, I want to do music somehow, some way. So we got up there and we started like that.
So when you first started doing music, right, what was your style like? Like, as far as music that you were writing and delivering, what was the style like?
Very inspirational.
Okay.
Very inspirational.
Okay. So give us an example, man. Like, let's take us back to one of the first songs that you actually, you know, wrote and recorded. What was you talking about?
I was talking about basically being unashamed for Jesus Christ's name.
Okay.
So that's where I was at. I knew where I lived. I knew where I grew up. So it was one of those, just because I started from there doesn't mean I can't be proud of being a believer in Jesus Christ.
No,
so
absolutely.
It was one of those things. It was just like my stand.
I love that, because without him, you know, like, where would we be at?
Correct.
Through him, anything is possible.
Correct.
You know, the first thing I do every single morning, anybody knows me, I talk about this. Before I get out of bed, before I brush my teeth, before I check my cell phone, I thank God for another day. It's the first thing I do when I open my eyes in the morning, because not everybody was blessed to wake up this morning, right?
Facts.
You know, and I'm a believer in, you know, whatever risk we take in life, He gonna see us through it, right?
Facts.
So with that being said, you know, let's talk about your journey when you first started doing music, man. Like, you know, it's not an easy business.
No, ma'am.
Period.
To some it could be, but for the journey I'm on, it's challenging.
Right. If you don't have anybody in your corner that was already doing it before you, like a parent or a relative or a good friend, it's gonna be tough because you're literally on your own. You're
Right.
learning everything. You're on your own. You're figuring out this business. Give us like the first, you know, year. What was it like for you? Was it rough?
When I look back at it, the first time I started music, the drive was there.
Okay.
But I didn't understand the business management part and the fact of the promotion, the marketing. I wasn't knowledgeable of those certain type of things that matter.
Right.
I just thought I could rap. That was so much more to come with that.
Yeah, there's a whole lot more to come with that because you got to actually learn the business.
Right.
It's a business, right?
Right. Right.
Who was it? What was it that encouraged you to learn the business side of it?
Shout out Big South.
Okay. Shout out to Big South. That big security guy.
Big
You
South
talking about
Music
him?
Management. Big South Music Management.
Listen,
Shout out.
he represents you very well. He's very professional. We've had some great conversations, you know, so it's like it's so dope that you have somebody like that in your corner.
Thank you.
That's a blessing, man.
Amen.
Big facts. Big facts. You know, what's the music scene like for artists such as yourself in your city? Independent artists on the rise. Be real. Keep it all the way, G.
It's more of a local buzz and understanding that that's not even a percentage of what you need. So it's like you get the local buzz, but then you realize how small the city is.
It's bigger than
You know
that.
what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, Morganton, all right, it's definitely a small city, but then when you realize, okay, it's cool that they like that, but understanding you have to get the whole world the same
Period.
product.
Right. No, absolutely. In my opinion, when you put a song out until the whole world or majority of the world's heard it, it's still a new record.
Right.
You got to keep working
Right.
it. You can put other music out, but don't forget about if you got a good song that people are resonating with, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to keep pushing it because the world ain't heard it yet.
Right.
That's how you truly break a record is when every DJ is out there playing your music. Now you know that they broke that record. You know, so talk to us about like how you decided to go in the direction that you have with your music, because if anybody hasn't heard your style of music, it's very different than what's out there right now, which I love that because I'm big on people being innovative, doing new things, being creative, figuring out ways to stand out. Like, how did your style of music come about?
Just keeping it real with my environment, keeping it real with myself, and keeping it real with the music industry, really. It's what I got to talk about is what I actually see.
Yeah.
I got the, you know what I'm saying? What I live is literally what I rap. So at the end of the day, it's just being honest with myself.
So tell us about, like, you know, for people, again, if they haven't heard it, we're going to play one of your songs in a little bit. Elaborate a little bit, like what your lifestyle is like.
We work. Of course, we got a job. We working. We got a side business, so we still working. And then we got brainstorming, so we still working. So it's not too different than most. It's just really understanding that where I started from is a lot harder.
Yeah.
And
But you appreciate it more.
facts. So I mean, it's just a blessing to be able to see other bigger platforms be able to accept what we got going on.
Absolutely.
So I want to thank y'all for that.
So let's talk about, you know, I'm sure you've gotten a tremendous amount of feedback on your music. You know, shout out to my business partner, Shaw Cypher. We did the music review and it was very genuine. Like we both really liked the record. In fact, he's continued to play it. I've continued to play it because we like the song, right? What type of feedback have you been getting from other people, such as DJs or just maybe fans that have been hearing the music that you're putting out?
It's definitely a blessing what we're hearing back, because it's the quality's there and the visuals are there, the promotion's there, the market. So everything is just getting done the way it should be. So
Absolutely.
it's the results that you're wanting, and it's the feedback that were expecting. So it's just, you do it right, you're gonna get it right.
No, that's facts, man. Like, you know, it's all about being focused and being consistent. And that's what you guys are doing. What is your main focus within this business, since I just spoke on it?
Well, I would like to say that it would be to create a change.
Okay.
It would be also to create opportunities for jobs for those that, say in the music industry that we can create with this business, with this character. So it's just no different than anything, wanting to start a business and create opportunities.
Man, having that hustler mentality. That's what it's all about, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I said that on I'm real big on, when I post stuff, I like to post positive stuff. We talked about earlier that people like to glorify violence. I don't never do that. I like to post positive analogies and things of that nature. But I posted the other day on my story, I said, someone who's comfortable with just getting by will never understand a hustler's mentality. And that's just facts, because some people are cool with just doing enough to get by every month. Like, I just have enough to pay my bills. I don't have anything extra, but they be the ones that complain the most, right? we ain't doing all that.
Talk your talk.
So besides music, man, let's take it slightly to the personal side. Is that cool? I don't never like pry too much, but
yeah, you good.
But your fans want to know, right?
Let's get it.
So when you're not doing music and you have some leisure time, what can we catch you doing?
Well, if you like hiking, we definitely gonna take it to the top of the mountain.
Bro, you and I got to.
You already know.
Man, we're going on an adventure. That's my favorite thing to do outside of this music stuff. I love to hike. Love it. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I get excited when people talk about that.
You have me think about, we take this, take it to the mountain, do an interview. You know what I'm saying?
We are going to, we are going to do that. Period. Point blank. We claiming it. We putting it out there. You and I kind of had this discussion already. We are going to make that happen.
Let's get it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I get so excited because that's like my passion.
You good. You good.
So you like hiking. You like outdoors.
Correct. So that and say you probably catch me. I'm gonna really think about this. I like to work out. That's one thing on the side. Like not extensive. Like we're gonna really grind for that. But like I do like
keeping yourself healthy.
Yeah, that's an important thing. And I'm very spiritual though. So it's like a lot of time too. I like to stray off in the country, the backwoods, and just get some alone time.
Yeah.
And really talk to what I believe in. I mean, to me, that's important.
I agree, bro. I'm with you 100%. Some people think I'm weird, because I'll go and do these hikes a lot of times by myself, and they'll be like, "Oh, be careful out there." I said, "Bro, I don't walk around in fear. Amen. I don't live my life in fear. Amen. When it's my time, it's my time. And if I happen to go doing something I love, even better." You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have time to yourself. You gotta have that mental time. It gives you some clarity, right?
Right.
Most definitely. Right. So let's take it to the flip side. Within this music business, besides being a dope artist, what else can we catch you doing in the music business?
Talk about we take it mudding, we could take it camping, fishing. I mean, it's really what you want to do. Come to the backwoods. We got something for you.
I know that's right. Do you have other business ventures that you can let people know about, like any type of merch, or what else you got going on that you can let the people know about when it comes to your brands within this music business?
Well, we got the website up now and running, so if you need anything, make sure you go to that Caroline 2 Times Shine website. Make sure you definitely check that out. Merch, all that, links, music, bio, all that, just everything you need to know is on there.
I like the fact that you guys have incorporated selling your music on your own website. Like, I think we got to get back to the basics of doing that. And it's not to say you don't want to utilize the DSPs. You want to still put your stuff on Spotify because you're going to still get paid from that. And you still want to use, but why not put it on your own website and sell it? If you got a real deal fan base, people going to buy it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, I bought it. If I bought it, y'all can buy it. Come on now. I respect this dude right here. You know what I'm saying? You like really out here working and grinding. So it's no question. What made you guys decide to go that route?
Big South does a great job with management. He does a great job. So with that being said, it's just a decision that it's just for the best.
Yeah.
It was for the best.
Absolutely. I'm going to elaborate on that a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to get too much off on a tangent, but I think it's important that you have your own website because your Instagram don't belong to you, right?
Correct.
We're basically leasing space on Instagram's platform.
Correct. Until it shuts down.
As you can see, people getting their pages hacked left and right, and they're not getting them back most of the time. And then what? That's why you got to have your own website. Nobody can take that from you unless you don't pay your bill. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
To have it hosted or what. So that's important. What you got going out in your city right now? Is there any type of shows, anything coming up out there that you can let people know about?
Not right now in the city. We ain't got nothing going on in the city right now. It's really focusing on getting the records recorded, everything, stuff like that. Getting ready to skyrocket things. So it's just a lot of prepping up.
Absolutely. Let's talk about, your journey again a little bit more in depth, because I really want people to understand that you didn't just wake up and become this dope guy. You had to work for it, right?
Facts. Had to go through a lot of failure, for sure.
So let's talk about that. Is that cool?
You already know.
I always want to talk about this because it could potentially help somebody else. What has been one of the biggest, not necessarily, I don't really want to say failures because they're lessons, right? You know what I'm saying? What was one of the biggest struggles that you had to overcome within this music business?
I believe when you get to that point where you understand what you're supposed to be doing out here, and then when you don't see it, when you understand it. So you got to understand that it's going to take time. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take patience. So can't rush God. That's where it was at. I can't rush him. So his time is his time, but also my time is my grind. So
that's right.
I'll match him. I'll meet him. That's how I see it. That's what it was. I see everything that I felt like I should be doing. I should have been, but I can't rush the process.
No, you have to trust it.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I think that honestly, I think that's a struggle that most artists encounter, because we as humans, we want instant gratification, right?
Correct.
We want to do 5 sit-ups and have a 6-pack, but it don't work like that. Maybe 5 million sit-ups and a clean diet. I ain't never gonna have a 6-pack because I just ain't. I eat good, but I don't eat that good. But I think it's like we want instant gratification. So you got to learn to trust the process and be patient.
Yes, ma'am.
Take it to the flip side, bro. What's been a highlight moment for you that you could go back and relive it? You would.
A cool thing I got to do in my life was I got to open for Yellow Beezy.
Okay.
And I was down there in South Carolina.
That's real dope.
So that was like my first show that I really got to see.
Yeah.
Lit like that. So I was like, okay. But understanding it, I wasn't energy ready as I am now.
Right.
So I can understand that growth changed me a lot. So I understand that even though I had something going on that I was like, oh, this is it, I still didn't come correct. So at the end of the day, it's getting into the next round.
Well, I was just going to ask you, what did you learn from that experience? And it sounds like you learned that you had to step your energy up a little bit more.
Correct.
That's good. If that's any situation we put ourselves in, if we can take something from it or learn something from it, even if it seems like a bad situation, it's still a positive if you learn something from it, right? And I'm sure you still killed it. We're our worst critic, right?
Yeah. I mean, I look back at it, it could have been done a lot better. And so we grinded for that.
Nah, for real. Big facts, man. Let's talk about maybe your journey over the last year. If we went back and, looked at some of the stuff you were doing when you first started versus what you've been doing over the last year, what are we going to see different? What are we going to hear different?
You're going to hear a lot of more cussing. You're going to hear you're going to see a lot of fitting in, trying to fit in. You're going to see a lot of not understanding who I was. You're going to see a lot of, I was lost.
Right.
And as an artist, if you can honestly admit that.
Man, that's big if you could admit that.
You can literally change something. So at the end of the day, I was lost. I thought I was this. I thought I could do this. I thought I could say this. At the end of the day, I was just going against everything that I was brought up by. So it's growth. It
comes with maturity and growth. That's what it boils down to. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because the more you do this, the more you understand this is a real deal business. This ain't no play.
Correct.
This is how you want to eat and pay your bills, right?
It's real.
So talk to us about that, man. If we talked about your past journey, let's fast forward. If we could fast forward 2-3 years from now, where are we going to catch you at? What are you going to be doing?
You're going to see a lot of performances.
Yeah.
That is my key strength, and I believe that. So you're going to see a lot. While I got this time on earth, you're going to see a lot.
I know that's right.
and
active.
You're gonna see that. So at the end of the day, as a person, that's really what I'm striving for. I want to be, and it's crazy because it goes back to, again, Bow Wow. Shout out to Bow Wow, being watching him performance, like his performances. I'm sorry, and literally studying how he was coming up, and then it's just crazy how it worked out. But at the end of the day, performance.
Yeah,
you're gonna see a major difference in my performances. You're gonna see a lot of confidence in my performances.
Right.
And at the end of the day, what I wanted to do, I wanted to be a top advertiser in my performances. So brands and like businesses and sponsors.
Yeah.
The energy we can bring, the clean topics and stuff like that, so that's good for a lot of people. So at the end of the day, I want a lot of people involved so we can make a lot of things happen.
Absolutely. Who would be a dream collab for you? Or not even that. Who would you love to share the stage with and just do a whole show with? Who would that be?
Oh, Ace Hood. You already know.
Okay.
Ace Hood.
Tell us why. He five, but I'm just curious why Ace Hood.
I feel like I can relate to his energy, and I can feel like I can relate to his decisions.
I got you. Makes sense. Every movie you make has to make sense, right? Including the people that you share the stage with.
Yes, ma'am.
That's dope, man. Let's talk about this record that you brought us today. You know, I really want you to elaborate and get in depth about it because I want people to understand. It's called Ford or Chevy, right?
Yeah, you already know. Let's get it.
Are you a Ford or a Chevy guy? Or
I would lean to Chevy just because that's just something I feel like I've heard so much. But Ford. I mean, I don't know. It just depends on what's going on, I guess.
Are you a Ford or a Chevy guy? He's like, I'm a Dodge guy. Leave me alone. What kind of truck you out there driving?
I got Ford. I grew up on Chevy.
Okay. I asked that because my family was very much a Chevy family. My mom, from the day I can remember up until she passed, she always drove Chevy. So it's like we were a Chevy household.
Hey.
Most definitely. So talk to us about the record, man, but get in depth. Like, where were you at? Where was your mental space at when you decided to put this record together?
We was in Kentucky.
Okay.
We was out there in Kentucky doing like a writing session. And we had some cats out there we met up with. And it was something that was just already wrote, but bringing it back to life. And it was like, okay, well, you really need to go with this. Like, this is big brand.
Yeah,
like you can really promote off this. So, I mean, it was just really understanding what it could do, putting it together, and then understanding, just put the work in.
Absolutely.
It's already there. Just make it happen.
Yeah, man. So do you think this could potentially lead to any kind of endorsements or anything for you?
If it's the Lord's will, I stay on track, keep my head clean. Y'all know, man. It's one of those things. I want to be a big face to a lot of businesses for good. So at the end of the day, I looked up, like, looking at Shaq and his career, like, just being everywhere.
Yes.
Snoop Dogg being everywhere. I was like, that's what I seen. I was like, keep it clean, keep it, and just help a lot.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real. And you can bring all that to life. You keep throwing it out there in the universe, it's going to come back on you. You know what I'm saying? It's good karma. And when you have that good energy, it's gonna, you attract that. That's why you and we're gonna do it one more time. That's why
with the energy, man, come on now.
We transfer it, because one thing about energy, it can't be destroyed. It can be transferred.
Facts.
So if you're having a bad day and I just do this and I transfer some good energy to you, your day's gonna get better because you can transfer that energy, but you can't destroy it. You get what I'm saying?
Talk your talk.
So if you have bad energy, I can't get rid of that. I can just give you some good positive vibes. You get what I'm saying? Good energy. So that's what we on, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk to us about that necklace you wearing over there.
Now this it was a gift. So
okay.
Israel is a something in my heart that just it means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And Star of David, and the tree of life, like just the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, just has a lot to do with spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just something I like.
I love it. I would rather see you wearing that than like a big huge diamond medallion that don't really have any sentimental value to you. You know what I'm saying? Like that means something, like my dad makes all these bracelets for me right here. Cause I was a cat in my previous life, just so y'all know. You know what I'm saying? People think I'm weird when I tell them that. That's why I got cat claws, you know. But see, he put the cat on there, which is my spirit animal. But he makes all these, and each of them have a meaning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They provide me with good energy. You got to be in tune with your inner spiritual self. You dig?
Yeah, it's crazy. I heard Kevin Gates say it one time. He said a genius is taught to themselves, and I didn't understand that at first. But then I started really, for some reason, it started making sense, and I was like, well, once you really truly find who you are, you can have a great day by yourself.
I talk to myself all the time. It's funny you said that because that was something I posted on my story as well. I was like, do you guys ever talk to yourself? Because I do all the time.
Right.
I don't necessarily respond to myself, but my thoughts are out loud, you know?
Right.
Because we're geniuses. That's what we do. Kevin Gates said it. You dig?
Facts.
So we about to get into this record, man. Before we do that, tell us who produced it.
ATG. Shout out ATG.
He from
Ace the Beat God.
He from your area?
704.
Okay. Got
Charlotte.
it. Keeping it true to the state, the home state. You know what I'm saying? Big facts. 3 things that we're gonna do before we get into this record, though. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So the number one thing is we gotta tell everybody where they follow you at on all your social media.
Gotcha. Well, Carolina 2-time Shine social media platforms. Make sure to go check that out. Carolina 2-time Shine.
Let's real quickly before we get into the second 2. Tell them how you came up with the name or who gave it to you.
Well, Carolina Shine. It was I remember it was a meeting, and it was just working with what, you know what I'm saying, what we can make happen, and Carolina Shine was brought up.
Yeah.
Okay, that was what it was. And then later on, the 2-time. So now, to me, the 2-time means I had a chance to do kind of this already, but decisions messed that up.
Got you.
Failed opportunities I didn't take messed that up. So I feel like, to me, 2-time means I'm coming back. And this is the comeback to me. I came back twice as hard.
No, absolutely. And listen, I totally agree with that. You know, you have to make what branding makes sense for you. You get what I'm saying?
Correct.
So it's like, sometimes, like, look at Diddy. He done had a couple names. He went from Puff Daddy to what else was he? He was P Diddy. Now he's just Diddy. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you got to make them changes. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever makes sense for you. Right. The number 2 thing we got to do, man, is tell everybody, you know, that's been showing you love, you know, paying you, you know, support. Who you want to shout out to?
First of all, you know, shout out God for even making all this possible. And then I want to shout out the Big South Music Management and the team, Carolina 2-time Shine team. I want to thank every platform who's gave this character a chance, because it means a lot. It truly does.
Yeah.
It truly does. Business and no business, it means a lot to even give this character a chance.
Facts. Big facts, man. Last but not least, before we get into this record, we got the homie Carolina 2-time Shine checking in on the industry's most wanted podcast with your girl TampaMystic. So I got to know, what makes you the industry's most wanted?
I'm going to put it like this. I'm the rapper that every parents want their kids to listen to. I'm the rapper that every person could probably relate to. And it's God first the whole way, so how could you not?
Man, I love that answer. That was a great answer right there. He is the rapper that every parent wants their children to listen to, right?
Correct.
Man, that's a great answer. Listen, I appreciate you guys being here today. We about to get into this record, though. You ready?
Let's get it.
Man, so go ahead and give us that official, really dope Carolina type introduction.
All right, man. You already know what time it is. It's For the Chevy, produced by ATG. Shout out Big South Music Management. Let me know what you got. For the Chevy. Let's get it.
Let's go. And I apologize. I'm over here. I didn't even have it ready, queued up to go. So we about to get it right now. Let's go.
So you already know what time it is. It's Carolina Shine.
Industries most wanted.
Oh, y'all. What side you on? What you pushing? What you pull up in? What you pull up in? Hey, what you pull off in? When that work is heavy, it's your 47, it's your 47. Put that lift kit on it. Now you ready? It's your 47, it's your 47. But when that pedal hit the floor, can you keep it steady? It's your 47, it's your 47. But when you muddy, can you make it look ugly better? It's your 47, it's your 47. on the highway. Do you like it sitting way up off the ground? Started from the bottom. Look at me now. You would have to break a Benjamin to turn these Michelins. Bandana down, hat on, time to get it in. Speakers in the back, hit hard when the bass drop. Chevy 04, would you pull off in the parking lot? Told him it was coming, don't say I didn't warn ya. Big body truck, looking like Transformer. Carolina shine, I don't waste no time. Smoke in the air, trail left behind. Step on the gas, heavy but fast. Bad with lit, they know where I'm at. I got a question, tell me what thing. 47, what size you bag?